Why are you putting
Senate will come to order. Today's devotion will be conducted by the Reverend Rick Swanson of St. John's in the Mountain Episcopal Church of Stowe.
I invite those who are able to please stand. Let us pray. God of immanence and transcendence, God of revelation, hope, and healing, shine your light in this chamber. Come close to those you have called to make laws for the people of this great state. Through your light streaming in and the light of truth just outside the window panes, dreams for a better future meet before their eyes. Give them grace, compassion, and deference to one another, so to hear your hope in each other's heart. In the joy of the Holy One this day we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Are there any announcements? Seeing none, we have a Senate resolution for referral. Please listen to the resolution by title only.
SR 10, Senate resolution relating to reaffirming the friendship between Vermont and the Republic of China, Taiwan, and supporting enhanced United States, Taiwan, and Vermont-Taiwan bilateral relations.
Now you've heard the reading of the resolution by title only. The chair, in its discretion, will treat the resolution as a bill and refer it to Economic Development, Housing, and General Affairs. We have a House resolution, a joint resolution, JRH 4. Please listen to the reading of the resolution by title only.
JRH 4, Joint Resolution recognizing March 31, 2023 as Transgender Day of Visibility in Vermont, expressing support for the transgender rights of all Vermonters and opposing legislation restricting the rights of transgender Vermonters regardless of their age.
Now you've heard the reading of the resolution by title only, and the chair, in its discretion, will place the resolution on the calendar for action tomorrow. We have one Senate bill for introduction, S-145, introduced by Senator White. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-145, an act relating to the Community Resilience and Disaster Mitigation Fund.
Now you've heard the first reading of S-145. It will be referred to the Committee on Government Operations. We have three House bills for reference. The first, H-492, sponsored by the Ways and Means Committee. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H-492, an act relating to setting the homestead property tax yields and the non-homestead property tax rate.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill. H-492 will be referred to the Committee on Finance. H-493, sponsored by the Committee on Corrections and Institutions. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
H-493, an act relating to capital construction and state bonding.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill. It will be referred to the Committee on Institutions. And H-494, introduced by the House Committee on Appropriations. Please listen to a first reading of the bill.
H-494, an act relating to making appropriations for the support of government.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill. It will be referred to the Senate Committee on Appropriations. That brings us to the orders of the day. We have a series of third readings first of which is S25. Are there any amendments before third reading? Please listen to the third reading of the bill.
S25, an act relating to regulating cosmetic and menstrual products containing certain chemicals and chemical classes and textiles and athletic turf fields containing perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances.
The question now is, shall the bill pass?
Roll call.
A roll call vote has been requested. Are you ready for that vote? If so, the secretary is instructed to call the roll.
Senator Bray.
Yes.
Senator Brock. Senator Campion.
Yes.
Senator Chittenden.
The question is, shall the bill pass?
Yes.
Senator Clarkson.
Yes.
Senator Collmore.
Yes.
Senator Cummings.
Yes.
Senator Julich.
Yes.
Senator Hardy.
Yes.
Senator Harrison.
Yes.
Senator Hashim.
Yes.
Senator Ingalls. Senator Kitchell. Senator Lyons.
Yes.
Senator McDonald.
Yes.
Senator Mazza.
Yes.
Senator McCormick.
Yes.
Senator Norris.
Yes.
Senator Pershing.
Yes.
Senator Ron Hinsdale.
Yes.
Senator Sears.
Yes.
Senator Starr. Senator Bihowski.
Yes.
Senator Watson.
Yes.
Senator Weeks.
Yes.
Senator Westman. Senator White.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Yes.
Senator Renner.
Yes.
Senator Brock. Senator Ingalls. Senator Kitchell. Senator Starr. Senator Westman.
Please listen to the results of your vote. The yeas 24, the nays 0, and you have passed S25. We've been asked to pass over S60, and so we will move on to third reading of S80. Are there any amendments before third reading? Seeing none, please listen to the third reading of the bill.
S80, an act relating to miscellaneous environmental conservation subjects.
Now you've heard the third reading of the bill. The question is, shall S80 pass? Senator from Madison.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yesterday in reporting the bill, I was asked a question about sections 11, 12, and 13, which appeared on pages 1274, 1275. And that was a section that moved individual penalties named in line in statute into 10 VSA Chapter 201, which is ANR's Administrative Environmental Law Enforcement Chapter. And there was a question about the impacts of and maybe even unintended consequence related to municipal bylaws. So in consultation with Legislative Council, learned that, so 10 VSA establishes the process, procedure, and penalties for almost every program that ANR administers and enforces. This chapter also applies to law enforcement related to Act 250 by the NRB. Chapter 201 does not apply to municipal zoning or bylaws, and the general authority for that enforcement resides in 24 VSA 4451. There's no change in S80 that would affect how enforcement of the Paulet shooting range or school would be enforced. Act 250 issues would still be enforced by the NRB under 10 VSA 201 as it currently is, and municipalities would continue to enforce zoning bylaws under 24 VSA 4451. The penalties under both are administrative penalties. In addition, the Environmental Division has jurisdiction over both 10 VSA 201 and 24 VSA 4451. Nothing in S80 changes the Environmental Division's authority as well. So in short, the changes in S80 are technical amendments bringing violations of the Beverage Container Redemption System Act, the Single-Use Plastics Act, and the ANR salvage yard requirements under the umbrella of ANR's default enforcement chapter, with approximately 30 other chapters that ANR administers and enforces.
Thank you, Senator. The question is, shall S80 pass? Senator from Bennington.
President, I'd just like to thank the Senator from Madison and Ledge Council for getting me the answers to those questions. Very appreciated. Thank you.
Shall S80 pass? Are you ready for that question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and you have passed S80. We have been asked to pass over S135, bringing us to H28, also third reading. Are there any amendments prior to third reading? Seeing none, please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H28, an act relating to diversion and expungement.
Question is, shall H28 pass? Are you ready for that question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and you 148. Are there any amendments before third reading? Seeing none, please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H148, an act relating to raising the age of eligibility to marry.
The question now is, shall H148 pass? Are you ready for that question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and you have passed H148. That leaves us with H466. Are there any amendments before third reading? Seeing none, please listen to the third reading of the bill.
H466, an act relating to technical corrections for the 2023 legislative session.
The question now is, shall H466 pass? Are you ready for that question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and you have passed H466. That completes the orders of the day. I would look to the Senator from Windsor for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pending announcements, I move that the Senate do adjourn until Wednesday, April 6th. Hard to believe. Sorry, today's Wednesday, April 5th. Until Thursday, April 6th at 1 p.m.
Thank you, Senator from Windsor. Are there any announcements? Senator from Madison.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Government Operations Committee will meet today at 1:30.
Senator from Bennington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Education will meet at 1:30.
Senator from Windham.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate institutions will meet 15 minutes after the gavel.
Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Finance will meet at 1:30.
Any Senator from Windsor.
Thank you. Tonight's Farmers Night is wonderful because it's one of our own. It's titled From the Dump to the Door, A Vermont Politician's Evolution. And if any of you have heard State Representative Josie Levitt do her stand-up comedic routine, you are in, you know what I'm talking about. She is a funny lady, and it is a treat to have her now in our midst. And she is going to be doing our Farmers Night at 7:30. I urge you to come. She is just terrific. And while I still have the floor, I would ask Senator Ron Hinsdale to please stay live after we adjourn.
Thank you, Senator from Windsor. Senator from Madison.
Senate Natural Resources and Energy will meet tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Any further announcements? Seeing none, the Senator from Windsor has moved that the Senate stand in adjournment until 1 p.m. Thursday, April 6th. Are you ready for that question? If so, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and we are in adjournment until 1 p.m. Thursday, April 6th.